Hey guys, and welcome back to this Chelsea FIFA 19 career mode. Thank you for your patience recently over the weekend and stuff. I had a super busy one. It was really hard for me to get the videos done and made and to find the time to do that. I was also up until 3 a.m, well, 3 a.m, technically Monday morning, but Sunday night, trying to get all my weekend league games played. Managed to secure gold 1 in the end after a really positive start. We went 14-0. And then it all kind of went downhill as I got more tired. But we'll be opening those rewards later on in the week when they come out. I think it is on Thursday. But we got knocked out of the FA Cup by Tottenham, who are currently second in the league. And we come in for a fair bit of criticism in the last episode, which is fine. Everybody's got the right to an opinion, and I respect that. And I'm glad that you're voicing your concerns in the comments section. Of course, this is your career mode as well as mine, so I do expect that. But let's not get too carried away. We are top of the league. Look, we've got a 3-point lead over Spurs with a game in hand. We actually play Spurs next, which if we beat them will put us in a really healthy position. Who is not healthy at the moment is Alvaro Vidal. He's picked up a pulled hamstring. We'll be out for around 3 weeks. But we did get some prize money for our Europa League sort of progress, £500,000 into the budget. Back to 3 games this episode, and we're going to get back on it with some good form. So if you're pumped, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and let's jump straight in. But first, actually, let's not jump straight in. I want to see who we got in the next round of the Europa League. Show me now. Show me, you bald man. Show me. Chelsea, yes, I got that much. That is us. Villarreal, right, thank you, at last. To be fair, I'm not sure how I feel about that. There are some big boys in there. It's not the worst draw, but it's certainly not the easiest either. Obviously, we could have got AC Milan. Not sure if we can be drawn against Arsenal at this stage. I think we can. Lille, Leverkusen, Betis, Benfica, Lazio, Feyenoord, Porto. Some big teams in there. Some big teams still left in this competition. Spurs have got the better of us in the cup competitions this year, so I'm really keen to stamp our authority down in the Premier League. Changed formation today. 4-3-2-1, hoping to get Hazard more involved in the game. I'm also letting the commentary remain on for this game. We originally turned it off by request. Let me know if you prefer the vids with the commentary in the background from Martin Tyler and Alan Smith, or whether it's easier with that turned off and me just talking. Looking at the Spurs lineup here, slightly different to the one that beat us in the cup. We've got Sissoko and Khedira holding. Lucas starting on the left, Son on the other side. Christian Eriksen in the middle, and Harry Kane, of course, up top. Kane scored both the goals in that game that knocked us out of the FA Cup, which really did annoy a lot of people, evidently. And so it should do. We want to win everything. We've got to start now. Ross Barkley. Do you know what? A shot out of nowhere. Very nearly found the top corner. People are saying we've got to be a lot more patient in our build-up play as well. We're trying to rush it and force the passes, which I think has been true. I'm definitely guilty of that. All is played into Icardi. Zaha into Kovacic, back to Barkley again. This time he tried to finesse it, but the shot was blocked and it scrambled away. Kovacic looks up, sees the run of Marcos Alonso. Tight angle, I'm not going to shoot from there, but I will stand the ball up. Zaha with a looping header. Didn't quite go to plan, did it? Eriksen looks up, sees the run of Son. Aspilicueta is there. Kante knocks it down to Barkley. It's a positive start. Quite like this formation. We've got a lot of options in and around the ball. Here's our best option. Eden Hazard skips onto his right foot and bends one, and we've hit the post again. Incredible. Twice in the opening 15 minutes, the same post. Goal is coming, surely. Barkley into Icardi. Alderweireld says, no, get out. I'm far too strong for you, son. And Tottenham will come away with it. Hopefully, though, this attack will come to nothing as Rudiger nips in. Good defensive play. Why didn't we play like this the other day? Here's Ross Barkley. Chance to shoot again. He drills one low. Lloris with the save, and he's up. And Icardi can't get there. He goes flying, tumbling down. Never going to get a penalty for that. Really lively and promising opening 20 minutes here. Kante wins the ball again as we come straight back at Spurs. Zaha. Kante. Oh my God, he's forced Ross Barkley wide. Not going to cross it first time. Instead we'll cut back. Hazard is arriving. And it's headed away. What we've got to do is put the ball in the back of the net in this game. Kante. Kovacic. Icardi turns. Lays it off looking for Hazard. Lucas is back there. Kante will pick it up. It's laid down. Zaha shoots. Blocked. Constant, relentless Chelsea pressure, but Tottenham are standing tough and will not be broken down. Aspilicueta wins it back. Barkley into Kante. Kante will lay it off. Kovacic will hit one. We've scored plenty of goals like that this year, which is why I hit it from distance. Obviously, I'd rather work it into the box, but ball was there to be struck, so why not have a go? Got it back. Icardi looks to finesse this one. Oh, Mauro Icardi! There is the breakthrough. What an incredible start we have made to this game here at Stamford Bridge. This would, of course, open up a 6-point lead and we would have a game in hand. Still got a long way to go, though. Let's not get carried away, but the start we've made to this game has been absolutely unbelievable. And what a strike that is. Aspi finds Barkley. Back to Azpilicueta. He won't shoot. Kovacic might. We've tried it again. Oh, that was heading into the bottom corner like an absolute rocket. Sometimes we have games like this where we look like world beaters, look absolutely unbelievable, and then in the very next game we'll go and lose to somebody average. Just what happens. Our form has been so inconsistent, but like I said, we are still top of the table. That's all that matters at this point. I'd have taken it at the start of the season, although Lucas has absolutely skinned Marcos Alonso there. Squares the ball across. Barkley, brilliant interception, and Kepa dives on the loose ball. That's the first time Spurs have come forward, and it's 5 minutes before half-time. That's a good sign. Passing again, needs a bit of work. Hazard. Icardi should have played that through to Barkley. Instead, we look for Wilfried Zaha. If he can get there, he might be able to put the ball into the box. Barkley attacking that near post. Great reaction stop from Lloris. Goal now. Double our lead before half-time. Be fantastic. Lloris comes out. Not the most convincing bit of goalkeeping, and we're going to get ourselves another corner. He looks very happy with himself. I think I might do. Play this one short. Give it back to Hazard, and that went horrendously wrong. Ericsson, oh, he's done me. Done me twice. Aspi, good interception. Get up, win the second ball. That is brilliant from Azpilicueta, captain of the side this season, of course. Don't know what we're doing here. Trying to work an opening. Have to be patient. I see Icardi goes. I see Hazard go. That is the world's worst dive in Premier League history. That is just... I don't even have any words. Tottenham coming forward, though. They're starting to come into this a little bit in the second half. Kante takes over. Icardi, that's nice. Zaha, back to Kante. Back to Icardi. He's got runners. He's got runners. Not there, he hasn't. That's Serge Aurier, who plays for Spurs. Son, inside to Sami Khedira. We're chasing back. Khedira's not the quickest, luckily. Kane, no. Oh, Kante, good challenge. Spurs definitely starting to come into this game. It feels very different in this second half. Ericsson looks to play it through to Kane. Normally, he can thread a pass through the eye of a needle. Not on that occasion. Lucas finds Harry Kane. This is crazy. Alonso's not the quickest. Lucas has got some pace about him. Don't dive in. Don't dive in. Very, very tame effort from Harry Kane in the end. And an easy save for Kepa. It just feels like we're hanging on, and I don't want that feeling. I might have to change things up. Maybe go to a more defensive formation. Here's Harry Maguire. Looks left for Alonso. It's a decent ball, actually. Alonso inside to Hazard. Is he onside? I think he is, you know. I think he is. Zaha. Barkley, a second goal would kill it. Surely. Barkley. Zaha. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 18 minutes to go, and surely that is all 3 points wrapped up in this London derby here. Cheeky little celebration to match as well. Wilfried Zaha grabs another goal. He's been so impressive since joining us from Crystal Palace. Absolute signing of the season, I think. Played it out to Barkley. It was actually a really good one too. Little cheeky toe poke finish. Double change off the back of that. I'm confident we've got the win. Loftus-Cheek coming on, and Alvaro Morata. We're going to see if we can get him on the score sheet as well. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We have still got 15 minutes or so left to play. I'm glad we scored when we did, because Spurs were coming back into it, like I said. So, really, really important goal that could be. Khedira, Ericsson, Kane. Oh, why have I done that? Absolutely mullered Harry Kane about 20 minutes after he laid the ball off. Harry Maguire is going to be in big trouble. It's a yellow card only. Free kick. Ericsson whips it in. Son lays it back. Volley from Alderweireld. Needs to be cleared. Rudiger, what are you doing? He didn't react, neither did Harry Maguire, and Sami Khedira, who doesn't score many goals, has popped up in the box and swept the ball home. Game on. Belief back amongst those Tottenham fans. Players are celebrating. You'd think they'd grab the ball quickly, but it just deflected and ricocheted twice, and then Khedira was the quickest to react. Surely Spurs aren't going to do us again. Surely not. Here's Kane. Lays it back to Khedira. They've got their tails up now. I don't know why he's going backwards. There's decent pressure from the boys. We've forced a mistake. Hazard finds Zaha. Good challenge from Davinson Sanchez, who come on, surprisingly, for Jan Vertonghen. Seemed to be a waste of a sub by Poch, but maybe it was a stroke of tactical genius. The Spurs are in again here. Rudiger trying to stay with Kane, who's onside. Gives it back to Lucas. Tries to play it through. They've overplayed it in the end. Oh, man. Lucas. Back to Khedira. Kane. This will be the last chance for Spurs. They've got about 30 seconds to go. Maguire going across. Ball is played back, swept in. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Oh my God, Eriksson hits a stunning volley and it ricochets back off the crossbar and luckily for us goes over. The technique on that was absolutely brilliant and Kepa could only stand and watch and hope. I'm glad the full-time whistle went there because that pass from Maguire, Alonso even, could have gone absolutely anywhere. But we've beaten Spurs. It's a massive, massive game of 3 points towards the Premier League title. We needed that. So just 2 days rest and then we're straight back in Premier League action. We're back at Stamford Bridge. So home advantage again. We've got Newcastle, a fixture that Chelsea generally win. Lineup for this one is as follows. 4-3-2-1 formation, same as what we played against Spurs, which was so impressive, particularly in the first half. Lots of tired players, so a lot of rotation, but the midfield still remained very strong. Icardi and Zaha, despite scoring incredible goals in that last game, dropped to the bench. Newcastle lining up, 4-4-1-1 formation. You can see the new striker. Some of you suggested that we get him. He's leading the lineup there. They've got Muto, who scored against Man United, of course. Tom Kearney, the new signing from Fulham. Jamal Lascelles, who I like, and obviously Kennedy. We know all about him. It's been a very, very quiet opening 20 minutes or so, especially when compared to the last game against Spurs. Will Hazard keep that in? He will. Can he turn his man? No, he will not. He goes down in the box, but he's never getting a pen for that. Jorginho helps the ball on. Kante. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh! It's found its way in. I don't think he struck it as well as he would have liked to, but the sheer accuracy has diverted the ball into the bottom corner via the foot of the post, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek continues his fine form in the games that he plays for us. An assist for Kante, first time effort. Like I said, didn't strike it cleanly, but as a keeper, it's so difficult, especially when the ball is that low and hit that accurately. Just skims across the surface. He had no chance. Tom Kearney. Oh, Kante goes in for the challenge. Ball ricochets loose. Here's Willian. Knocks it forward. Jorginho takes over. Hazard makes a run. We're going to clip it over the top. We forced him wide, but he's definitely got the pace and skill to make something happen from there. Oh, see ya. Defender's actually slipped over. Oh, man, that was a good tackle in the end. But that bit of skill was ridiculous. A couple of step overs, quick turn of direction. The defender ended up on the floor. Good tackle as well from Emerson. Morata sees Willian. Touch. Finish. Could be two. Great save. Oh, no. Been hit on the counter-attack. We had a corner. Nothing came of it, and now Willian is backtracking. Muto brings the ball forward for Newcastle. Ball is played inside. Tom Kearney. He's got a runner on the side. He's found Kennedy, who smashes it into the bottom corner. From nearly doubling our lead from a corner at one end to caught on the counter-attack, and Kennedy scores at Stamford Bridge and celebrates like a lunatic in front of his parent club and parent supporters. Not a fan of that. I remember Mr. Thibaut Courtois doing that in the Super Cup final. Not that I'm still bitter about it. N'Golo Kante sees the run of Azpi. Nice little touch inside. Here's Alvaro Morata. Needs a goal in my opinion. It's a good ball out wide to Emerson though. Takes a touch. Whips the ball in. Jorginho's up there. What a goal that is. We are back in front 5 minutes before the restart, and it's Jorginho. He's chipped in with a couple of goals recently and some beautiful celebrations. That was superb. I like that shot when they pan it across the crowd. You can see the players celebrating in the background. Morata with a great ball. Touch from Emerson. Delivery was on point. And that header was absolutely brilliant. Believe it or not, I say he's chipped in with a couple of goals. I know he scored that banger in the Europa League. That is only his second Premier League goal of the season. It might get worse for Newcastle here because they've given the ball away. Eden Hazard could be in. Good save. Willian with the rebound. What a challenge from Manquillo. Willian knocks the ball back to Azpi. Kante picks it up. Jorginho is there. Nice little ball around the corner. Hazard flicks it on. First time. Richie. Really vital interception there. If we'd have doubled our lead at the start of the second half, I'd have had very little worries, to be honest. We do have a habit of being good in the first half, terrible in the second. However, Emerson could volley us 2-0 in front, and that is a splendid save. I don't think the goalkeeper knew too much about it. I think it hit him in the face. But Jorginho's pass over the top was fantastic. Defended to do here. And Rudiger stands up strong. Half an hour to go. Making our first change of the game, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who opened the scoring for us today, going off. He's been replaced by Sergio Roberto. Oh, what a pass that is. Kennedy's got in behind. He's been a thorn in our side all game. Great cross. Richie at the back stick. Could not direct the header on target. Look at Newcastle flooding bodies forward. I'm just trying to track the runners. One of those runners here is Muto. Emerson comes out. Kepa dives on it. Brave goalkeeping. And he's going to knock the ball to Emerson. And we're going to try and start a move from back to front of our own here. Morata. This is nice. This is really nice. Can Hazard get there? He can. He's got away from his man. Opens up his body. Little finessed effort is blocked. No real conviction. Should have been more direct, I think. Here's Rudiger. Picks the ball up. Finds Jorginho. Lays it off. Roberto. Nice 1-2 of Morata. And Roberto hits the shot. Falls to Jorginho. Should have made it 3-1. Should have been his second goal of the afternoon there. Good save. Newcastle still in this game. 5 minutes remaining. Hopefully nothing comes of this as people cut that out. Nice defending. Oh, Sergio Roberto wins the ball back. Morata makes a run. Morata could be in here. Can he get away from the defenders? Oh, what a challenge from Lascelles. Great recovery challenge. Just hooked the ball away from the striker, who didn't really look like he was going to get away from his man ever there, did he? Rudiger heads the ball clear. Time is up, ref. Just put us out of our misery, please. Not that we're in misery. We're in the game. There we go. 3 more points on the board. Again, we didn't make it easy work. It's another 2-1 victory. The points are adding up. Spurs march on as well. They've beaten their North London rivals Arsenal 2-0. I like the look of these two. Asensio, Jordi Gracia. Obviously, we signed them. We offered them deals. What I might do already, I know they still grow if you leave them in the youth squad. I kind of want to sign them and get them involved and focus on the training myself. You can see they've both got potential of 94. Jordi Gracia, I really like. Just 15 years old. CDM. I don't even think he's eligible for a permanent contract yet, is he? No. He's too young. Asensio can be. He can be. We'll see. Do you know what? No, we've got Hudson-Odoi. We'll leave him there for now. We'll leave him in the youth squad. I've thought about it. I'll change my mind. Look at Icardi kicking off. Dude, you were just tired. There was 48 hours between the 2 games. Forgive me for resting you. Just because they're not in the senior squad doesn't mean we can't train them. We're going to get the young boys in their first drills with the first team players. Going to focus on passing for Gracia as he's going to be a central midfield player. And Asensio, we're going to look at pace because we're going to primarily play him out wide when we promote him. Time to put the Premier League business to one side for a second because we are now back in the Europa League in the knockout stages. We've already progressed against Mainz. We're now taking on Spanish club Villarreal, who probably have the best kit in the competition. Obviously, along with the graphics pack for European games this year, you also get different commentators. You've got Derek Ray and Lee Dixon, which is quite cool. It's a strong team, but there are some youngsters in there as well. I have faith. Villarreal lining up the 4-4-2 formation. There's some familiar names in there in Damari Gray and who else? Idrissa Gana Gay as well. 2 former Premier League players. They've got Carlos Bacca up top, who will score if given the opportunity. This is obviously the first leg of the round of 16, so we're playing for a place in the quarter-final, which I would love to have. Success in Europe, obviously it looks as though we're going to come top 4 anyway, but this is considered a major trophy and one that any club would like to win, particularly as the Champions League sort of dropout clubs, if you like, best way to describe it, go into the competition as well. Makes it really, really difficult to pick up that W. And N'Golo Kante hits a shot from distance. Hudson-Odoi reacts quickest, ball drops to Icardi, and we're off to an absolute flyer. He volleys it in. The same week, just days actually, after he aired his frustrations about the role that he's got at the club, he's certainly responding to it in the right way. Not sure what the defenders were up to here. Odoi just snuck up on them, and the power is what beats the keeper. Main priority, of course, with the home leg is to keep it tight at the back, especially now we've got the lead, and not give away any away goals, because, as said previously, they can be key to whether or not you go through or not. We don't want to go back to Spain with that kind of pressure of needing to score. However, they've got the chance to equalise here if they can put a decent delivery into the box. Instead, they go for goal, and Kepa, it was a difficult one for him. It bounced just in front of him, but he managed to hold on. Layun plays the ball inside. Oh, Gerard Moreno lays it back. Victor Ruiz. I think Gerard Moreno was in the Premier League a bit, wasn't he? With Stoke, or have I completely made that up? Maybe they signed him on a career mode previously. I'm not 100% sure. Here's Ampadu into N'Golo Kante. Looks like we mean business here as we look for Callum Hudson-Odoi, but couldn't pick him out. And instead, now we've got defending to do. We've marched out of our position. Harry Maguire chasing back. Backer's looking to get into the box. Maguire, brilliant recovery challenge. Having been caught out of position, he made up for it really well. Gerard Moreno knocks the ball out. We've got more defending to do here. Harry Maguire goes across. I'd rather he was in the box, to be honest. Here's Idrissa Gana Gay. Plays the ball out to the left, or to the right, I should say. Emerson trying to close him down. We've forced him backwards, which is good. And Barkley makes the interception and looks to release Zaha, but the pass was intercepted. Had he have got that down the line, we could have been in. Villarreal, this is nice. They look very threatening going forward. Azpi's got to make that, and he has done. And Kepa will smash the ball away. Villarreal putting us under a bit of pressure here. It's been sort of constant horde for the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. Here is Damari Gray. Lays the ball to the edge of the box. Javi Fuego, not known for his goal-scoring ability. Lays it into the box, and Gerard Moreno hits the crossbar. And nobody is with Rabah, who dives in. Oh, he doesn't even dive, doesn't have to. Just ghosts in there with a free header into an empty net, and it's 1-1. That's the away goal that I feared. First effort was a brilliant snapshot. You're never going to close someone down that quickly. It's come back off the bar, and look, we're all just ball watching. He's never going to miss. It looks as though we're going to head in 1-1 at the break. It's not been a great performance from us. How's he got that much space? Bacca. Luckily, the refs brought the half to a close. Villarreal, one thing I have noticed, compared to when we play against Premier League opponents, they've been very reluctant to knock the ball long at any stage. Just as I say that, they pump one forward, but all of their football has been real short, sharp passing out from the back. It's been a joy to watch at times, but obviously I'd rather we were in possession, but hey ho. Not holding back, going to make all 3 changes at once. Triple substitution. Giroud is on, Pedro is on, and Kovacic is also on. Villarreal on the attack at the moment. It's headed away. Coming straight back at us, so it's been a tough game, this. Really tough game. Damari Gray. Loftus-Cheek is there, doesn't really clear the ball, but Kepa with an easy stop. Villarreal coming forward again. We're getting late in the day. Surely he's offside. No, apparently not. Fine, Layun finds Damari Gray. Skins Ampadu, puts a cross in, and Kepa doesn't get there. He's been beaten to it by Carlos Bacca, and it's all gone a bit wrong. It's all gone very wrong indeed. Great work from Damari Gray. And you have to say it's deserved. Villarreal been the better side here. We said, didn't we, before kick-off, if you give that man a chance, he will take it. This turn was incredible. Cross wasn't bad either. I'm not sure if Kepa had come out earlier, whether he'd have gathered that. Decided to rest players, and it could prove quite costly, because if the scoreline stays like this, we're going to need to go to Spain and score at least twice in order to have a chance of going through. Loftus-Cheek finds Olivier Giroud. Squeezes the ball through. It's Pedro. Flag stays down. The substitutes have combined. We were behind for a matter of minutes. Absolutely brilliant goal from Pedro. The footwork once he got in on goal was insane. No wonder the keeper got nowhere near it. It's an assist for Olivier Giroud. Loftus-Cheek played it into him. He looked offside to me, but obviously not. Needed that. 2-1 defeat at home in the first leg would have been absolutely disastrous. Hopefully now, do you know what? If the ref blows the whistle now, I'll take it. I'll take 2-2. Means obviously we do need to go there and score, but I'm confident we can get at least one and keep things tight at our own end. That would mean we go through, but need to stop looking ahead and focus on the last few minutes of this game, because it's not done yet. Good block from Harry Maguire. Corner to Villarreal. Goes into near post. Gerard Moreno with the header. I'll tell you what, we don't look very urgent, do we? We show a bit of urgency. We could have broken there. Still might be able to. Just slower than anticipated. Emerson finds Wilfred Zaha. Been dispossessed. Layun into the final 2 minutes. 3-2 would be worse than 2-1. So if they score now, we're in a real pickle. Here is Damari Gray. Don't let him turn again. We've learnt from the first time he done that. Here is Ampadu. 2 additional minutes to be played. We're into those already. Pedro lays it back. Loftus-Cheek. Giroud. Oh, I was about to play it back to Pedro, but the ref brings the game to a close. Thoroughly entertaining European night here at the Bridge. Ends Chelsea 2, Villarreal 2. I think they'll be happy with that more than we will, of course, but still time. Maybe we won't rest players in the second leg. We'll just put a strong team out and go for it. So a very entertaining episode, I feel, brought to a close. It was thoroughly enjoyable to record. Anyway, we've got we've played 2 games less than Spurs. So we've got 2 games in hand, 3 points ahead. With 11 games left for us to play, surely we can't let it slip from here. Manchester United up to 3rd, Liverpool in 4th. The table's starting to look more like a real-life Premier League table at the moment. Everton are up there doing really well. Arsenal were disappointing down in 10th place. Down at the bottom, West Ham have dropped into the bottom 3. I think Newcastle and Palace have climbed their way out. It's looking kind of giving up on Fulham. 8 points adrift of safety. 10 games to go though, so technically they can still survive. But I hope you enjoyed that episode, guys. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you tomorrow.